We're going to start on Xbox One over here and give you a run and gun scheme. Now, this question was asked specifically by my man, So Amazing, and I didn't even write down the question because I just knew that he needed this breakdown.
I like it.
He needed me to fly in some tips from the run and gun playbook. So here is a run and gun scheme. This is on Xbox One, but it will work on Xbox 360 and PS3 as well. So as you can see here, this has our favorite formation in the game, Singleback Ace. If you want to run the ball, we recommend Singleback Ace because this is balanced formation in the play halfback zone weak. You already know this, and we're not going to waste much of your time teaching you how to run it. This run is much better on Xbox 360 and PS3, but it's still going to work effectively if you have a good team with an offensive line, just like the Seahawks do here. So you can run this play pretty consistent, and like we say, the best part about this play is either Marshawn Lynch or the fact that it's so balanced you can just press X, R2, you can quickly flip your play and run it right to the other side without the defense really knowing what you're up to. So that would be my run for this formation. What I would also do along with this is, I'll choose new play. I would like to have a quick hitting pass play, and that this is something that we have recommended on Xbox 360, but also works on this game too. You're going to want the play wide receiver screen from Singleback wide trips. Gibbs, how do we like to set this one up?
One thing you really want to focus with this is I like to make sure this is against a zone specifically, but if you are going to run this, you want to typically place the far right receiver on a out pattern, or you want to place him on a drag. That's the number one thing I'll do. And if I put him on an out, I'll smart route it. And then the most important part is the swing to the halfback.
So we're going to push Y, and we're going to kick it with the right stick right to Lynch. So this play is designed to go to the wide receiver, Tate. However, we are going to throw it to Lynch. Lynch, not the best halfback for catching, but you get the idea here. If they're blitzing or if it's a zone, you're going to want to flick it quickly to Lynch. Quicker than I just did right there. And you can pop it over the top of the defense for a nice set blocking on field. And it's a great way. It's a great play on like third in the red zone. We'll take a super quick look at this play. You'll see these linemen are going to get out in front. You're going to just, yes, you're not going to block that defender, so you got to look out for him, but you can then flip it. We get good blocking downfield, and we go for reservations for 6. We'll go back here one more time. We'll get a nice passing play from Shotgun Gibbs. One of the plays I always like, and we've always talked about it, is gun tight flex wide receiver cross.
Absolutely.
Now in next gen, it's not quite as effective as it is, but it's still a good play because it has great concepts.
I would recommend coming out in read option from the tight flex. I like that you have a read option in this formation, and you have a quick audible up, which is the wide receiver cross, and that gives you some flexibility with your plays. You want to run the read option as kind of like the base player from this formation. You read that end, and then you go off, give the ball, run the ball. Now, when you want to get into a passing mode, I like to go to the wide receiver cross, which is the audible up. And one thing I like to do, guys, is I like to motion out that wide receiver. I like to motion him out to the left here. So ZFarls motion curse, motion him out to the left, so that if you do get a man-to-man situation, you're going to be able to have great success beating him over the middle of the field. Then you also have quick outlets to the right and the left. Halfback on that wheel pattern is a great little pass.
Yeah, one way you're going to get a lot better, guys, is if you use this halfback route as a quick throw. If you consistently force your opponent to cover your halfback there, I know a lot of people that use these halfback routes but don't actually throw it.
Right.
So you got to make sure that you throw the route. Otherwise, you're going to actually get yourself into a lot of trouble by just not blocking him, but not also having a quick outlet for him. This is the run and gun playbook. This tip's from a man So Amazing who was at both. He went to New York City and Massachusetts Best Buy challenges.
He did, and so this is, these are obviously the play you come out, and if you're going to send an audible, one thing I would recommend about this here is there's one play, it's called slot wheel from this gun tight flex formation, and this play is extremely difficult to defend as well. So if you get a situation where you want to play like a user catch game, so what you see here before, we were motioning curse out with the wide receiver cross. So show that one more time. Motion him out, so if you get man-to-man, he'll absolutely destroy that defender, and it's a quick read over the middle of the field for you. Now, to complement that motion, what we do is we come out in this slot wheel. The way we set this play is up, we streak the X receiver, and then we drag the far right receiver.
Is this your Jordy Nelson play from a few years ago?
The Jordy Nelson play, exactly.
Yeah, he used to throw Jordy Nelson on this route a lot. I would probably put Rice there in the long term, but he would just huck this ball downfield to Jordy Nelson, click on and go make a catch.
And you're just looking, it's a user catch route. You're not looking for anything really else out of this play. Again, the way you set this up is just you're making your opponent think one thing with the motion, and then the drag cuts over the middle of the field. Now this play you run it, and he cuts now to the deep sideline, and it's a very tender area right there. You got to hold on to the ball. That's why you want a guy like Rice there. With the Packers, I use Jordy Nelson because he had great catch in traffic, good jump. He's able to make consistent plays down that sideline.
So those are 2 plays for you. Last note on the run and gun playbook here on Xbox One is you have the gun heavy formation. So, I like this play Z streak. It's got corner routes to the tight end. You can put an out to X route, and it's really just a tight formation that can cause a lot of trouble for your opponent. You can put Y on a streak. You can put RB on a wheel, on a flat, on a streak. That's really up to you how you want to run this play, but you can rumble with the quarterback pretty nicely. You can throw those to the tight end. Hopefully you get a good throw if you're patient in the pocket. But just look at this formation. It just causes trouble, and it's something you can think about quite a bit if you want to run this playbook.
Heavy formation for us. I want you to go down to the play jet sweep here. Remember how much I love jet sweeps?
Yes.
So this is, in my opinion, this is the best jet sweep in the entire game, and this is goes out to my man Ha Shugs, who's actually the guy that was showing me this and how effective this can be.
You'd say better though on last gen.
Definitely better on last gen, but it's still going to be very, very successful on this current gen.
Still a good run. And
it's a good run, and then you want to mesh this jet sweep with the following 2 different runs. You have the quarterback power, which can be run up, down.